Is Jersey still blue? Can we call it blue? I can tell you this much. After the failure of the same-sex marriage legislation, we're not a fuchsia state. We're not a fuchsia state. I do find it interesting that Chris Christie vehemently opposes same-sex marriage when his name is Chris Christie. He's either a weather girl or a stripper. Okay? Thank you. Or as I like to call Chris Christie, Jabba the teacher cut. Yeah. I just find it somewhat ironic that Chris Christie was swept into office on a platform of cutting big government when the man's 5,000 pounds. How can we expect him to balance the budget when he can't even balance his daily caloric intake? In fact, indulge me, but I have this working theory that Chris Christie was swept into office by a radical pressure group known as the Girthers. They're what you call a fridge group. Thank you. Oh, it's great. Thank you to be here at Laughing Liberally. We call the show Laughing Conservatively, but then again, oh yeah, the only time a conservative is funny is when they're the butt of my jokes. Show me a funny conservative, and I'll see your bet with the lost continent of Atlantis, a unicorn, and Aphrodite's magic girdle. Honestly, I just wanted to slip magic girdle into a sentence. You know, I mean, when can you ever say that? Yeah, you know, and I'm someone who likes to get along with people of all walks of life, even Republicans. I like to get along with them. I have a very conservative Republican friend, and he says to me all the time, he says, "You know what, Mike? I'm a conservative Republican. I vote my conscience." To which I say, "Wow, you can do both?" Because, you know, to get financial assistance from today's GOP, your best bet is hanging outside on a street corner, holding up a sandwich sign that reads "former fetus." They'll love you a long time. Wait till I get to my Jesus material. No, I love JC. I love JC. Just don't like him in a secular society. But, yeah, you know, compassionate is to conservative, what bowling is to athlete, what Tiger Woods is to monogamy. You see where I'm going with this? Sort of see where I'm going with this. Oh, wow. What was I going to say? And I want to talk a little bit about how Sarah Palin, how she, the MILF, moron I like to flog, she just won't shut up. And it's like, folks, it's a seemingly endless volcanic eruption of oozing filthy oil. And I'm not talking about the BP spill. I'm talking about Sarah Palin's pie hole. In fact, I think to quarantine that snow cunt, I think what we can do is we should shoot golf balls into her mouth, right? Yeah. Obama's palling around with
That'll be too conservative.
Oh, God. You know, I'm still racking. I know it's been 2 years since the election, but I'm still racking my brain in a thus far fruitless attempt to understand why the Crypt Keeper chose the Avon lady to be his running mate. A woman whose stellar foreign policy credentials include eating at the International House of Pancakes, and of course, seeing Russia from her house, which is the equivalent of me saying, you know what, I live next to a bank, I should be Secretary of Treasury. But then again, I pay my taxes, so that won't happen. Ooh, yeah, shut the hell up. You know what, what's interesting is, you ever wonder why, it's kind of a theme, why Vietnam vets leave whoever they're with to marry billionaire heiresses? Have you ever noticed that? I've come to the conclusion that I think that, you know, one day, a nice day in the Mekong River, John McCain and John Kerry just look at each other. John McCain says, "You know what, Tree from the Wizard of Oz?" John Kerry looks to him. He says, "What is that, you fine citizen? You stellar American? You selfless soldier?" I think, shut your mouth first of all, I think if we get out of this shithole, we should leave whoever we live and marry a billionaire. I think that's a capital idea. Then they hold each other and make out. It's my story. I can tell you however.
What about lemon?
don't know what
Thank you. But the BP spill is, I mean, okay, it's unconscionable, it's unforgivable, it's unprecedented, but I feel I'm obliged to inform you that BP isn't the first company to unleash filthy, oily globs onto our beaches. No, MTV did it with the cast of Jersey Shore. It's only fair.